Honda's now charging a subscription fee to open your own garage.
Stop calling Teslas a car. It's not. It's a 4,000-pound subscription service. And the subscription service can be turned off at any second.
Did you know that you can pay a monthly subscription to increase the power and acceleration from your electric Mercedes-Benz just like you pay for Netflix?
This economy is making me a criminal, okay? I'm currently researching how to jailbreak a car system. That sounds crazy, right? Listen to this. I bought this car because I wanted push to start. I wanted to be able to start my car when I'm not in my car. Okay? Not that complicated. This is already installed. It's installed in the car. Yay! I find out I have a free 3-year trial.
The next car you buy probably won't really be your car. It'll just feel like it is. Because right now, car companies are quietly turning owners into users.
If you piss off Elon Musk, if you get a policy violation on X, Elon could just go, nope, you don't get FSD anymore. You don't get premium connectivity. Like, you don't own the car anymore. You're just living in Elon's ecosystem. You're just a guest in Elon's ecosystem. And you might think because you have the title to your Tesla that you own it. That's not the case. And just because you own FSD, if there's 5 strikeouts due to improper use, it's gone. $8,000 that you spent, or if your previous one and you bought it for $12,000, it's gone. And Tesla has really turned owners into users. We no longer own the car. We have to pay monthly subscriptions for the features that they advertise. That makes this car great. The Teslas are basically just a lease for life situation. If you want these features, you got to pay them every single month while you're charging. If you want to use Netflix that you already pay for, you have to use the premium connectivity. I kind of miss the days when cars were just rubber, metal, and a key. Nothing else, no technology, no full self-driving, when it was just a car and no one could control it. And I'm not paying an additional subscription for my car.
Remember when everybody made fun of BMW for trying to charge people a monthly subscription for heated seats? Back then, it felt like one of those stories you'd laugh at for 5 minutes and then forget about. Turns out, maybe we should have been paying a little more attention. Because the clips you're about to watch aren't just about BMW anymore. Honda now wants a subscription just to let your garage door opener talk to your car. Tesla owners are finding out that parts of the car they paid for can still be controlled from somewhere else. And one driver got so fed up, she started trying to jailbreak her own push-to-start button. And just when you think the auto industry has officially run out of ideas, some manufacturers are now charging people a monthly fee for extra horsepower. The car is already capable of going faster. They're just asking you to keep paying if you want permission to use it.
Honda's now charging a subscription fee to open your own garage. Most modern cars come with a product called HomeLink, which integrates with your garage door opening system. Up until now, that's always been free tech included with the purchase of the vehicle. Well, Honda said we can fix that, and has made it $130 for a 3-year subscription, or $180 for 5, which is part of a broader epidemic of paying $50,000 for a brand new vehicle loaded with features that you can't use unless you offer recurring revenue. Features like remote start that used to be built right into your key fob. Oh yeah, that one's only available through your phone now for $20 a month. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any relief coming anytime soon. All manufacturers are starting to play in the subscription space in one way or another. And as people gravitate towards used vehicles, those are going to become more expensive as well. At this point, the only thing that might be able to save us is BYD landing in America.
This economy is making me a criminal, okay? I'm currently researching how to jailbreak a car system. That sounds crazy, right? Listen to this. I bought this car because I wanted push to start. I wanted to be able to start my car when I'm not in my car. Okay? Not that complicated. This is already installed. It's installed in the car. Yay! I find out I have a free 3-year trial. Meaning after the trial, they want me to pay a $10 a month subscription cost for something already installed in my car. Are you fucking kidding me? It's already installed in my car. You want me to now pay you a subscription on top of the $30,000 car that I bought from you. Make that make sense, Mazda. Are any other car brands doing that? Because what the fuck? I remember when I was young, my mom had push to start on her key. Like, she could just press a combination of buttons. She had to pay one time to have it installed into the car, and that's it. That's what I thought we were doing. I have a I need someone to jailbreak my Mazda 3.
Remember that time BMW decided to be a good idea to charge a monthly subscription for heated seats and the entire industry lost its collective crap? Well, Volkswagen took one look at that and thought,
those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Well, some journalists over in Europe noticed that Volkswagen on their actual website listed the new ID3 and ID3 Pro as only having 201 horsepower.
Wow.
However, the full horsepower number for that electric car is 228 horsepower. So what gives? Did the car magically lose horsepower? No. Volkswagen, it's much worse than that. See, in the fine print, it says owners can activate the full power of the car for an additional fee, which roughly translates into... Yeah, so if you want the full 228 horsepower of this little car, you have to pay a monthly or yearly subscription to access that additional horsepower.
Volkswagen!
Now look, I understand that you, me, and maybe your friends are all automotive enthusiasts and we see right through this bullshit, but like the average consumer, they're going to be able to see through it. They know, hey, if the car has it when I pay a fee, it means it came with it from factory, which means Volkswagen had to do exactly jack all to get that additional horsepower out of the car, and all they're doing is taking advantage of you, the consumer, if you're into this sort of electric small car thing. Look, I think industry-wide we've covered why hiding any feature that is literally fitted to a car but you can't access because it's behind a paywall. We've gone over just why that is an immensely stupid idea. I mean, we're not dumb. We realize that they're building into the cost of the car the features that are in it that they had to install that you have to pay for to access. We know the car companies have already baked that into the sale price of the car. So these subscription fees are just little added bonuses for them to make more money, which is, as we've said,
bullshit.
Here's the 5 subscriptions that the 2025 Toyota Camry has, because y'all want to know, and when I bought it exactly 1 year ago, I was shook too, and my free trials just expired. So number 1 is the Drive Connect, which, as you can see, now says subscribe. Every time I turn my car on, no matter what, it says subscribe now. So this is an AI service I can pay for. This is also if you want to use the built-in navigation. So unless you don't pay and you don't use CarPlay, you can't use anything. Also behind a paywall is the audio feature. Also, if you don't have CarPlay, you'll no longer be able to listen to music here. Thankfully, which I thought I was wrong, but the SOS button where you can call 911 if you wreck, it'll connect you to a dispatcher and send them your location. That, I bought the car new, so I don't know what the deal is if you don't have a new car, is active for 10 years until my free trial expires. Same with the service features. So that's a feature in the app that will basically tell me whenever I need an oil change, I'll get a reminder. If there's any recalls, it notifies me. I think that's the majority of what it does. Now on to the different subscription tiers. So the different options. Now this is what I see when I open the app now. It's expired. So I can no longer start my car from inside my house. I can no longer preheat it. Literally it's just now getting cold and just snowed for the first time. So I'm so stressed about that. And I learned from you guys that yes, you can remote start your car, but it doesn't reach from my house. And that's the only major con. And for me, I use CarPlay, so these are not deal breakers because I don't use these features. If the app feature was a 10-year free trial, I would have loved that too, because I only paid $42,000 in full. You know, not too much.
BMW charging you to access heated seats is actually a much bigger deal than we're talking about. Your next car might come with features you've already paid for, but have to rent back from the manufacturer. Ownership used to be simple. You bought a car and whatever was physically inside of it was yours. But now software has completely changed that equation. BMW made headlines a while back for putting their heated seats underneath a subscription where they charged you $18 a month just to use them. Those heated coils are already in the car that you bought. You just can't access them until you pay for permission. BMW eventually walked this back after the backlash that ensued, but the fact that they tried to sell you this tells you everything about where this is all headed. Other car manufacturers like Mercedes and Tesla have experimented with paid performance upgrades in forms of subscriptions. Investors and Wall Street love a recurring subscription cost because it's a more predictable form of income than just a single sale. So this is happening because car manufacturers are looking at companies like Adobe, who did this really well. Once Adobe moved to their Creative Cloud subscription process, their stock significantly went up. Customers initially were furious, and then they adjusted. We've accepted this logic in other places. You don't own the music on Spotify, you pay a subscription fee to access that library. But there was never any promise of ownership. With a car, you have a physical title, this piece of paper that says that you own this vehicle. So can you own a car while renting its capabilities? It used to be that a manufacturer would have no connection with the consumer after the point of sale. But now they can reach back into these products once they've sold them to you. They can turn things on, turn things off, push updates, collect data. If companies keep charging us for what we've already bought, where do we draw the line?
So as you can probably guess, absolutely nobody in the comment sections of these videos is here for any of this. The backlash is pretty much unanimous. And honestly, I don't know who sat in a boardroom and convinced themselves this was a brilliant idea, but they clearly don't live in the real world. Everywhere you look, people are saying the same thing. It's time to go back to old cars. Buy something from before 2010, drive it until the last wheel falls off, and pray nothing breaks. Because what in the actual world do you mean you own the car, but you don't really own it? You own the metal, the glass, the tires, but the software, the features, the ability to actually use the thing you paid tens of thousands for, that's apparently up for rent. This whole situation is starting to feel like that "you will own nothing and you will be happy" mantra playing out in real time. And call me paranoid, but at this rate, I wouldn't be shocked if one day we're paying a subscription just to roll out of the garage and onto the driveway. I don't want to give them ideas, please don't put that in their heads, but the way things are trending, nothing would surprise me anymore. Fuel tank locked behind a paywall? Can't fill up unless you're subscribed? It sounds absurd, but so did paying for heated seats 5 years ago. This level of greed is genuinely insane to me, and it makes me wonder, have we as consumers enabled this behavior by just going along with it? By quietly accepting every new fee, every new subscription, every new way they find to nickel and dime us? Or is there something more calculated going on here? Some bigger agenda that's slowly reshaping what ownership even means? A lot of people online are saying the answer is to invest in public communities and public transportation. And sure, that sounds great on paper, but let's be real, that's probably never going to happen here in America. The systems we live in aren't designed for people. They're designed for profit, for corporate success, for quarterly earnings. The average person? They're an afterthought at best. That's just the honest truth. Owning a car used to feel like freedom, like independence, like you could go anywhere, anytime. And now, it feels like inviting more problems into your life, more bills, more tracking, more ways to be squeezed. But I want to hear what you think. Is this on us for not pushing back harder? Or is this just the inevitable endgame of capitalism meeting technology? Drop your thoughts down below, because I really feel like this is a conversation more people need to be having. How do we even push back against this as a society? Because right now, it feels like we're just watching it happen.